I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
I mean, I can swear again if
That's
you want me
okay.
to.
You're right. But
No,
you know
it's a
what?
good mattress.
What you can do on your fucking purple mattress, which is so fucking awesome, is fucking refund Mortal Kombat once you're done playing it. It's so goddamn boring. Charlie, I guess you were playing it. Give us your thoughts.
So I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I didn't like 10 very much, but I liked 9 a lot, and I played the shit out of it. I think the new one has really good mechanics, and it's a lot slower than the others, but I think it's got a lot of potential. I don't know any bread and butter combos or anything yet. But one thing I noticed is the story mode is kind of ass. Like there's cutscenes they constantly desync, so then the voices don't match the lips by like 10 seconds. The graphics.
Oh, that's your problem, not the fact that the cutscenes run for like.
Beard will float away. The writing's really ass too.
A beard will float away. I like that phrase.
Yeah, but that sounds awesome.
That's kind of hilarious. I would love that.
Yeah, that's kind of sold me on the game.
It's honestly, and the plot is like nonsensical Power Ranger shit mixed with like out of nowhere gore. So like for the first,
Well, it's kind of always been Power Ranger shit.
Yeah.
but it's more
It's never
jarring
been
this
dignified.
time. Like it's a lot more jarring. So like the Cage will make a threat like, I'm about to fuck your ass while killing your throat. And then you beat him in that fight, and then he's like, I hope you've learned your lesson, and he walks away, and he's still alive. And then, obviously he comes back later, still evil. And then out of nowhere, you'll do the same thing, like, I'm gonna fuck your throat and kill your ass. And then you actually, like, do cut their head off. It's like always all over the place in tone. It'll go from, like, the forgiving Power Rangers garbage to, like, a fatality in the cutscene. It's odd.
It feels like they used to be really self-aware, and they're kind of like trying to be hardcore now. And
I really don't like
the problem is that Mortal Kombat. I'm of the viewpoint of it that Mortal Kombat itself is a product of the 90s, where it was like, check out this violence and this blood, and we got ninjas and kung fu and all this shit. And it's like, as time has gone on, it's just gotten lamer and lamer and lamer.
Well, it's like
dumber.
that whole like Dead Space 2 advertisement where they're like, your mom hates Dead Space, like that whole like badass kind of style. I think that was like the last moment you could actually do that kind of thing, so it got less edgy.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm also not trying to like shit on the series. Like I also like Mortal Kombat a lot. I played all the way up to oh god, what was after Deception, like a late PlayStation, PS3 era or whatever. So I played it for a long while. But with the modern ones, like 9, 10, 11, all that shit, it's just, it doesn't hit the same chord. You know what I mean? It feels goofy, but in a bad way. And then the violence feels like the afterthought. Like, oh, we have to have cool fatalities. Throw that in there. We have to make sure that this cool, edgy thing
not that cool
happens.
Anymore.
It's part of the
all
experience.
The outfits look influenced by, or they look as if they hired somebody from Marvel. All of the characters now suddenly look like Marvel characters. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you could imagine Raiden in the Avengers at this point. They all have these gaudy outfits.
I could see that.
The women have been dressed up because you can't show belly buttons anymore, because that's sexist and misogynistic, and whatever, if you give a girl a bra, it means you're a Nazi.
Yeah. Like the thing I took away when watching footage of this game is just to kind of go with that whole the tone doesn't make any sense. I think it's Sonya. Sonya has a move. It's either her X-ray or a throw where she grabs the dude and like there's a gun turret and she just runs his face into the gun turret and the turret is just shooting him in the head. And then he falls over and he's like, "Ow, that hurt." And it's like the fight just keeps going. And it's like back in the old Mortal Kombat, you'd have really brutal moves, like someone would get stabbed or like punched really hard, or they'd like break their arm or something. But it made sense, like, okay, now I will keep fighting until I am killed. But in the new Mortal Kombat, your regular basic attacks are like, I just cut his arm off and beat him with it, and yet he's still fighting just fine. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it feels all over the place.
Well, it's like when they got to the point in Dragon Ball Z where they were already gods.
Yeah.
It was like they can only go you can only go so far. It's like they peaked with Frieza, and then everything after that was like, I don't know how to make this bigger.
Whoa! Them's fighting words, champ.
Oh, come on.
Cell was pretty cool. They peaked with Cell, and I will not back down from that.
The Boo saga was too much. It was too much.
Oh yeah, no, we all agree. Yeah. Boo should not have happened.
Every 10 episodes,
Cell was the peak.
It's too
I
much
will fight
because every 10 episodes
the
they break another barrier where the Saiyan goes, "Oh, you thought this was the final limit? Well, it wasn't, because we need to sell more toys.
Yeah.
So, this is my Super Saiyan Form 98, where I look like a chimp."
See, I was okay with it though, because when you first get the Super Saiyan, it's this mystical prophecy they introduce for Dragon Ball Z, and it's this big hype like, oh, could he be it? Is he the chosen one for 1,000 years? And like, oh my god. And then, you keep going along, and then in the Cell Saga, everyone's a Super Saiyan, it loses its mystic. But then Gohan, who all series is hyped up, is like, he's got more potential than all of us. He could be the strongest. Like, Gohan is fucking nuts and hasn't done it. He finally, at the end of Cell Saga, shows, I'm literally the strongest character in the fucking world. Get on my level.
And then he doesn't do dick the rest of the series.
Exactly. If they stopped there, it would have been perfect. It's like you have your prophecy, you have your MacGuffin, and then you have Gohan, who is always this like kind of mysterious, oh man, he could do some shit, finally reaching that potential. End the series. Done. Amazing anime. But then Boo comes along and everyone's character development goes down the fucking toilet.
I don't understand why they made Trunks so dumb. He was such a badass when he came from the future. It was just like this dope fucking like crop top. Like just his outfit was like, yeah, that dude is badass as shit. And then like Trunk comes out with these like weird high water khaki shorts and shit. What are you in a bowl cut?
My God.
I was so fucking mad.
James, do you remember when they showed the Android movie for Trunks and they showed future Gohan? Who's like, yo, man, I lost my fucking arm. These androids are kicking my ass, but I'm still fighting. I feel this regret because it's like, I couldn't save this world. I never hit that potential. And then he dies. And then you get the Cell Saga and he's like, oh my God, in this alternate fixed timeline, I hit that potential. I saved the world. We did it. We did what future Gohan failed to do. And then Boo comes along and future Gohan gets to go, I'm the great Saiyaman. Look at my costume.
Saiyaman costume was so fucking stupid.
I'm running around saving the city. I got everybody, no problem.
Wasn't Gohan also the nerd who goes to school and reads books as the galaxy's strongest man? Why don't you enslave a planet or two, you idiot?
It was funny when his mom was forcing him to study because she wanted him to be a normal kid, and it was that whole conflict of his dad.
That it's like the entire goddamn universe, not even just Earth, but the whole fucking universe is at stake. And she's like, no, he needs to figure out how to do long division.
Not just a stake. Your son defeated Cell. He could enslave the universe. He could be the intergalactic Attila the Hun. And you're making him study what? Math?
I want him to use an abacus. Fucking ridiculous.
And then he smashes it over Cell's head. It was funny when it was comedic relief where you had the duality, because like Goku's the strongest man on Earth and yet Chi-Chi runs their house. So it's like he's like, oh, I don't care, son, come train with me. And she's like, no, he's studying. And then he studies because Chi-Chi's scary. And like, I get it. But then when Gohan legitimately nukes like a third of the planet with a fucking power blast, maybe he doesn't need to learn algebra.
Well, it's also like Goku wasn't a good dad. He was a bad dad.
Oh, not at all.
He had the intelligence of a 13-year-old, and he's just like eating and sleeping and then killing all day long. And then when he has the opportunity to save the world, he's like, I want to see what he's like at his full potential. What?
He was a man-child.
Goku is a fucking idiot.
You could even accuse Chi-Chi of being a predator
no formal training.
That's why it was funny.
Having sex with this man who's obviously disabled and at the mental level of a 16-year-old at best.
Well, I mean, then you have fucking Krillin. He just basically gets with a real doll, and that's like the rest of his existence is with this strange robot.
There's a video out there. I forgot who made it, but it's really, really smart. It's the explanation that in Dragon Ball Z, if you're a human, you're fucked. Because back in Dragon Ball, humans mattered and actually did shit, and they were powerful kung fu masters and enemies and shit. But as soon as Dragon Ball Z hits, if you are not an alien, so if you're not a Saiyan or a Namekian or whatever, you do not do a goddamn thing that entire show.
No, because Krillin's the strongest guy in the entire whole planet. He's the strongest.
And all he does. all he does is get his ass kicked, and at one point he's given a MacGuffin to kill an android. Not even himself. He's given a little remote to do it.
Oh, Goku, can you please put my backpack on for me? I can't reach my arm back that
far. That's his whole plot development.
Yeah. Goku, I lost a contact lens. I don't even know if I find it, if I should even put it back in.
Previews of 7 episodes.
Goku, I'd help you in this fight.
To get him his contacts.
Yeah.
Dude.
Goku, I'd love to help you, but I pulled my hamstring standing up.
I'd love to help, but if I stood, everyone would see my boner. Sometimes it just happens for no explanation.
The Russian blonde cyber doll goes for the bald midget. That's who she falls for. Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's a touching love story.
I mean, you know, I bet he's got a great sense of humor.
It happens in real life all the time. Anyway, back to Mortal Kombat.
It still sucks.
That was a nice derail. I liked it, but that was a derail.
Apparently they have a cutscene, Mortal Kombat, not Dragon Ball. Apparently they have a cutscene where Jax says that slavery is bad, because that's a message we really needed to hear in this day and age.
I don't know, man. You're pushing some boundaries with those opinions.
Right? Holy shit. Pushing the envelope with that one.
God. I mean,
well, does it make sense in the universe?
Does.
In
the plot is a mess.
Yeah, have you seen? Yeah, Jackson. Since the very beginning, Mortal Kombat's plots have all been convoluted garbage with way too many characters.
I'd say it's worse than Kingdom Hearts. Like it's just so.
Those are heavy words.
I mean, because you have like at least three universes that are all like parallel, right? So like, what even
used
is
to be, at least with you guys remember that TV show they did, Mortal Kombat Conquest, which.
Of course, Combat Time.
It was bad, but I watched it because I had a crush
so
on the girl. I forgot her name, but she also played the Terminator in the
Sonya,
the half liquid, half metal Terminator chick. She played that one. I had a huge crush on her, so I watched this series.
Yeah,
Alex Mack.
And
yeah. That series was terrible, Kaya, because it was a fucking kid's cartoon made out of an M-rated game, so no one ever got hurt.
Awful.
That was the most sensible of the cartoons that they would make back then. Yeah. You remember when they...
And every time they started combat, Sonya Blade would run and going, Combat Time!
And at the end, they had to cancel the show, I think, so they had to wrap it all up within a single episode, so Shao Kahn just invites Raiden into his lair, and he kills Raiden. He kills all the good characters and Shao Kahn wins. That was the end, basically, wrapped up in a neat little bow. But the story was, Mortal Kombat is this combat tournament where they teleport in people from all the different dimensions or whatever, and then they just fight for the survival of their realm. That's a good premise. Just why do you have to go far? I log on to Mortal Kombat 11, and when I say log on, I mean log on. You have to be online for fucking everything in this, even the tutorial. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like, I'm on my toilet with my Switch. I'm playing the tutorial to figure out how to play this game because I haven't played it in over a decade, and it's telling me, oh, well, you aren't connected to the servers right now. Hang on while we connect to the servers. Why? It's a tutorial to show me how to do a combo.
I really hope Days Gone doesn't have any of these like crippling sins. I just like, I mean, it's not my fault if it has that kind of shit. I'm gonna put that out there, but like, you know, I want it to be good.
I hope it's good too, man. But let's be honest, zombie games.
I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah, zombie games are hit or miss real hard.
They are.
It's also very saturated.
Days Gone, right?
Don't feel ashamed to make them fun, and don't put. You probably shouldn't have a message that slavery is bad. We know. Don't be condescending.
I mean, somebody needs to say it.
Oh God, it's just this.
Just keep
the most
around the bush.
played out. It's been 200. Not just that, but how many years has it now since this asshole has gotten elected? Trump? What? 3 years? What is it? 2019? Yeah, I looked at my watch to guess the year. But this is still one of. This is still. Here, I clipped this. One of Shao Kahn's intros is this.
You are the one true Khan.
Let us make Outworld great again.
Har 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 har.
No, dude.
Get it? He's an evil dictator.
No, I laughed because I thought it was. Wait, I laughed. I laughed because when I thought he came in, I thought he was going to stop and just go, "Let us make out."
Would have been better. that this
Dude, yeah, I would have loved that.
If it I can't believe they got Donald Trump as a voice actor. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what it used to be.
That would have been fun.
That was a man. See, I don't even know. Like, I'm pretty liberal compared to most folks on the internet. That's fucking annoying. I can't stand that shit.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I cannot stand that.
Yes, Orange Man bad.
Any kind of pandering is.
Also, who's that for? It's like you're not. Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, like you're not winning over anyone over there.
Probably game journalists eat that shit up.
Really?
Because they don't play the games. They just clap at what they recognize.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that's frustrating as all hell.
Yeah, game journalists do suck. Yeah,
ugh, I can't stand it.
I fucking hate game journalism.
Oh God.
Do we have a things we like corner or anything?
Oh yeah, you bet we do. Sorry, just.
Oh yeah.
Well, we shouldn't bother because we can't all pick James Allen McCune.
Oh,
that's the point.
Stop.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna do.
I was gonna pick 4.
I knew it, and you go before me, and that's not fair.
Y'all are lucky you're not in the room with me right now.
But anyway,
no, I have
James,
one
we have evolved much like Gohan. Since the last time you've been here, we're now the top Saiyan in the podcasting industry because we now have a jingle for our Things We Like corner. So perk your ears and listen to this.
They're perked.
They might seem like cynical dicks, so they're going to throw this into the mix. Just so you don't think they're dead inside, it's the Things We Like corner.
Oh, that's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just charming.
That's like watermelon, strawberry, like that flavoring that you get in candy. That's just like it's just clearly not a real flavor in real life, but it just makes you happy because it reminds you of childhood. That's what that was.
That's a very sweet description.
Nice. That's so cute.
And
so, James, in tradition of when we have a guest, because as you know, we always go in jack order, but we like to give the guests their first dues. So would you like to tell us, free form can be anything, something that you like this week?
Oh my God. Are we talking entertainment? Are we talking about just like
anything?
A nice moment
anything in the last week that has given you endorphins? Anything?
Damn, there's so much good stuff. I'm trying to be more positive lately in general. You know what? I've been listening to a lot of a musician that I got into and I'm now friends with. Her name is Lydia Liza on. You can find her on like Spotify. She is so fucking good. She actually let me use one of her songs for the end of the first episode of Gray Area. I am fucking in love with her music. I've been listening to a lot of her and the Littlest Man Band lately. Oh my God, it just makes me chill. I love it.
All right.
But that's been my sweet. Endorphins. Yeah.
That is so nice.
What's her name? Lydia Liza.
Lydia Liza. Yeah, the song is Won't Even Be that I use, but it's that she is such a wonderful person and she's so viciously talented. It's just nice to see. I don't know. It's just cool to have like friends who are making stuff that I really love like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about y'all?
Speaking of which, I'm still going to go with what I originally was going to say, Andrew, and say James Allen McCune is such a fucking sweetheart. I'm stealing it before.
I want to hug you guys.
He's the sweetest man, the most
you
beautiful
motherfucker.
He's gorgeous, and he makes great content on YouTube now as well.
Oh, I hope. If I ever don't, please tell me. I want to hear your genuine. I trust you guys' opinions because you're incredibly smart.
No, that one episode of Gray Area was probably had more effort put into it than most YouTubers do in their careers.
I mean, I don't know if effort's always a good measurement of success just based on the rest of my career. But
it was good effort. It rewarded you.
I appreciate that, man. Sincerely.
You're the richest hobo, James.
Oh God! Give it a week. That'll guaranteed to be true.
No, now you have Robin Hood. Should we play the trailer for Gray Area?
Yeah. Play the trailer for Gray Area.
Okay.
Sure.
This is the trailer for Gray Area, James Allen McCune's new show on YouTube.
And I think it's really interesting that the person on the side of things that is the most disagreeable, in my opinion, is the one who's willing to talk the most.
What makes somebody a good person? What makes them a bad person?
Sword and Scale, arguably one of the most popular true crime podcasts. It's huge.
Literally got fired over a joke.
It's run by a guy who is an interesting figure, to say the least.
Everybody needs to lighten up a little bit in this planet.
He called me. Hello? Hi, is this Mike? I recorded it. A very lengthy chronicle of all of the things that he has done to be a dick to the public.
Oh, that's terrible. Why would you say that? What the fuck?
I have this guy who's like, fuck you, to a group of people who are hurting. That's gonna piss them off.
I feel a little bit confused about life as a whole.
Is that you have every right to say what you want, but you have the right to consequences.
That's a
yeah.
I'll
fade it out there. I hadn't listened to the trailer.
Yeah, that's a real funky theme song there. I like
Thanks,
it,
man. That was I was noodling around, and that was originally going to be a placeholder, but it got to the point where I was like, I can't figure out what else I would do now. It's been
James, in front of everyone here, I give you permission to use the song 2019 Guy in case you'd like to put that in your next work.
Oh, I'm going to find a way.
I give you permission to use one of those, you know how movies have that film festival award thing, like Sundance?
Oh,
You've been on the official podcast. Put that on your trailer.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Podcast approved.
Just
do it.
Like been featured on the official
5
podcast.
out of 5 stars. Just
the guys like
monumental effort in bringing the truth to the public.
I just like the idea of it.
You can quote us anything you like.
I don't know.
Saying anything you like.
Here's the thing. I love many things about you wonderful boys. Many things. The thing that I really love about you guys is that you are completely fearless about saying what you're thinking. And it's like,
yeah, fuck you, James.
Yeah, please do. But there's a it was interesting just kind of like going through this whole situation. It became a huge conversation about like censorship and the people getting angry at the way people speak and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I really just love that you guys are genuine and you just say stuff without really, you know, you're not too worried about offending people, and that's fine with me. I'm not trying to like control what everybody's saying, and it's just like, I don't know. I just appreciate that you guys are being genuinely yourself and not like railing against the machine just for the sake of pissing people off, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's like, it's nice. I feel like people are kind of overcorrecting and being dicks to everybody adjacent to them. Instead of just
on
like...
the other hand, fuck the system.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Cops are bad.
We don't like dogs.
Capitalism is
No
evil.
dogs.
Andrew, it's your turn.
No dogs?
Yeah, tools of the white supremacy.
Yeah. Has anyone said that we shouldn't have slavery? That should probably be put out there.
Me. I'll take this one.
Okay.
Slavery really needs to make a comeback.
Whoa.
I am a Southern
man. That was
man.
a script.
That adjacent to me is going to be a big problem. Someone's going to use that against me.
Wait a minute. You have a photo of yourself in blackface. Wasn't that you?
That was, well, to be fair, it was purple. I was trying to be Mr. Popo.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot you told us that story.
Wait. What, you were trying to be Mr. Popo, a literal blackface?
Quiet.
You went with
Quiet.
purple?
Yeah, it was on a bonus episode. It doesn't need to be out in the public. But you can learn
Oh, yeah.
It's just me
you
apologizing
can learn
over
about
and over.
James Allen McCune's mistakes on the Patreon bonus episodes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a gray area episode about you soon enough.
I'm gonna do, yeah, it's gonna be me investigating myself, and I'll have like a whole interview with me just being like, you can't fucking tell me what to do.
in handcuffs and shit.
Yeah. People gotta lighten up on this planet.
Your turn, Andrew.
God. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go with ESP guitars.
Ooh, yeah.
I've been noodling around on guitar lately, and I bought my first guitar, which I still have and mostly use, like 14 years ago. And it is an ESP guitar, and it is nice, and it's been holding up, and it still sounds good. It needs work because it's old, but whatever. And I've also, a couple days ago, ordered a new one to also fumble around with and just have a new, nice, newer design one and this and that. But just like looking over their website, I really love their designs. They look super good. They have a lot of good looking stuff. And looking around in reviews and stuff, they always get high reviews, and I've never once seen really negative things about them. There are a lot of bands that I like that play them, and just, yeah, I enjoy mine a lot. I enjoy their designs and styles a lot. And I would, after the one I have, and in a couple days after the one I'm getting, will probably continue to recommend them. Yeah.
Those are damn good guitars.
They
You
are.
ain't wrong.
I like it.
They have that like
Charlie.
They have the active pickups,
Oh,
right?
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going off on.
Yeah, no, that's okay. They have EMG pickups.
Yeah, I was chasing rabbits on that one, but you are spot on.
Yeah. And I just think they look great. Mine, the one I have, sounds great. Again, I've only got one, so I can't like speak for all of them, but mine sounds great, looks great, still plays great after 14, 15 years. So yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm down with that. Yeah.
What do I like in the corner this week? EDF, Iron Rain. The new Earth Defense Force game came out last week. I haven't played all that much of it. I've only played a few hours, but it's really good. EDF's one of my favorite series of games. I'd recommend them. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kaya.
I wish I had a game that looked as good as the first Earth Defense Force as opposed to Mortal Kombat, but instead I'll plug
He's so scorned.
PBS Space Time, which is a really good show about space and all that stuff. I don't get the math or any of the science behind it, but the guy who's presenting it he's fun to listen to. He always looks like he wants to fight you. He looks like, I don't know why, but they green screened this man into space shots and animations, and he just looks like a frat bro who's calling you out like, you want to go, bro? Like, yeah, I'll fight you in front of the supernova, bro. But it's actually really scientific. I don't get it, but it's super fun to watch on the side. They have a lot of videos. It's PBS Space Time. All the episodes are on YouTube. It's fun to watch. That's my thing.
I gotta check that out.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question, Kaya. Is it less boring than Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman?
I haven't watched
that.
No, I don't know.
Okay, because I watched the first 5 episodes of it, and it's very good. It's very well done, and it's narrated by Morgan Freeman, so that's a good selling point. But god damn, does it drag and get boring sometimes?
Maybe.
It's very
and
dry.
I've always been sitting there going, I want to learn about space and wormholes and all this shit because, like, I think it's awesome, and I thought that show would be perfect for it. But I kept zoning out and tuning out. So if you think it would compare with that, I'm down. I'm in.
I mean, I always zone out as soon as they bring up math equations on the screen and tell me about the black limit of quasars and the event horizon equations of... Okay, I just like the graphics. I'm like a cat in an airport carrying bag looking onto a world that I don't really understand, but I'm fascinated by it.
All these engineers.
So that's my
things
plug.
around you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Wow. I have to get on a plane. It's loud. It's scary. I don't know what's happening. So, James, before we let you go, there's one obligation you still have, which is playing a game with us, which is guessing which game a cutscene is from. I'm going to play you guys a cutscene.
Okay.
You have to guess the game. If you can guess the franchise, you get a point. If you can guess a specific game, you get another one.
All right, cool.
Does that sound good?
It sounds
okay.
Great.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Wait, do I say it out loud just when I think of it?
Yeah.
Okay,
just
say
it.
Just screech it out.
Okay.
We can compare audio to whoever's first.
Copy that.
Anyway.
Yes. Here we go.
With the power of these emeralds,
Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2.
I named the franchise and the game.
I know.
Goodbye,
I named the character.
Doctor.
Yeah, it's Sonic Adventure 2 in Sonic the Hedgehog franchise.
Well, do I get a point because I said Shadow?
Yeah.
I said Sonic Adventure 2 at some point.
Yeah, I'm a little torn here because Andrew said Sonic the Hedgehog, which is
right.
I'm pretty sure
that was the franchise.
I guess that's the franchise is correct, but Charlie said Shadow. So Charlie, I think I'll have to divide the points between you two.
Well, what game is it from?
Sonic Adventure 2.
This is from Shadow the
Hedgehog. Andrew didn't even get the game.
That's just the game.
Oh wow.
Oh.
No, I got the series right.
But I mean, the franchise is Sonic.
Yeah, it's a Sonic franchise game.
You got that right, but you got Shadow correctly.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is Charlie wasn't even guessing the game; he was guessing the character.
I recognized the voice from my childhood. I didn't even guess the game.
Wow.
Just the way
So I at first said Sonic the Hedgehog is the series, and then I said Sonic Adventure 2, which is wrong.
That's
so I guess that would be 1 point for Charlie, 1 for me.
Sonic is just such a dumb fucking franchise.
And
really,
I
it is.
love it.
It's real goofy.
I can't help it. It is sickeningly bad. I fucking love it. I don't know why. Just the fucking.
Oh, didn't we talk about this on your actual main episode all those years ago?
Yeah, it's like the fucking butt rock. It's my favorite. I used to go running and working out to the soundtracks from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Okay, James, I got a good question for you then, James. Did you play Sonic Forces?
No, I didn't get into Sonic Forces actually.
Oh, I wanted to know what kind of fucking Sonic OC you made, you disgusting degenerate.
Oh, dude, I totally drew like a Sonic version of myself back in the day, though. Like, absolutely.
Chris Chan. Okay, so that was a submission by Scorpius.
Love it.
So thank you for that.
Yeah,
Scorpius, the cutscene. I asked our patrons for cutscene ideas that I could quiz the boys on. Last week we used Devil May Cry 1, by the way. I forgot to credit the person that was from Amaterasu. So thanks for sending on all the cutscenes that I would otherwise not really know about. And that's it.
He really tripped me up with that one because Sonic Adventure 2 is the one that's notorious for like all the terrible cutscenes and voice acting and just being really awkward. But Shadow,
as opposed to what the Game of Thrones of Sonic, what good game is there?
Well, that's fair, but like Sonic Adventure 2 is just notorious for just really, because at one point they and even no, that was originally on the Dreamcast and then it went to the GameCube.
Was on the GameCube.
Yeah. And the thing I know about that, why it was so awkward, I know this dumb fact, when they recorded it, originally it was in Japanese for the voice acting, but when they went to English, they didn't bother to like redub the voice lines and all the other stuff. So when they speak in English, everyone's just cutting each other off and talking over each other because the voice pattern's not nearly the same. It's great. So like in Japanese, you'll have Sonic be all like, oh, it's Shadow. And Shadow will be like, you can't stop me. But in English, they have to translate that to longer sentences. So it'll be like, it's Shadow, you can't stop me. And it's just, it's a fucking beautiful mess. I love it.
That describes Sonic as a whole, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a guilty pleasure, for sure. Unlike this, which is just a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for bringing me on.
James, thank you.
Yeah, perfect outro.
Yeah, anytime I'm on.
Shout out your stuff. Man.
Oh yes, if you want to follow me on everywhere it matters, my @ is at JALLENMC. My Patreon is just James Allen McCune, and that's the same for my YouTube channel. The series is called Gray Area, and there'll be more of that coming out soon. I'm dropping the clarification episode, I think in 1 week, next Tuesday. So
nice.
And if you would like to clip it, he did say the words, "I am the pedophile guy."
We're going to. That wasn't me. That was my twin brother. He is a aggressive. It makes me very aggressively uncomfortable, and I claim no responsibility for what he says.
We'll have links in the description to all of James's stuff as well. So
we'll link James saying that. Yeah,
your support means so much to me, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
You're always welcome, man.
That.
No,
thank you for coming on, man. Yeah. And if you out there would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. James might show up there. I can't make any promises, but you know.
He's been on a bonus. He might come on to another one. If you really want to hear James, tell us. Call 585-612-1388. Get drunk first, real proper drunk. Like be a proper pisshead. Tell us you want James on the show. Yeah, and maybe we'll pull some strings and make it happen.
That's my bad signal.
If you want to hear more of us, you can also listen to this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, all sorts of other audio platforms for your podcast needs. Help us dominate just everywhere that people talk for an hour. We need to do it.
Give my boys money.
Jackson.
Yes.
Jackson. Give James money.
No, Jackson. Do the other thing. It's your turn.
What? Didn't we just do everything? We've done everything. Thank you for watching this week's episode. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.
Good week, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We talk about a lot of things on this podcast, but there's something that I need to make sure that we all talk about right now. Because if you haven't heard about Anchor, then you need to know about the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. Beyond that, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many other platforms. You can make money for your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's got everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. If you have something super special to talk about and you want people to hear it so they know it's super special, you're going to want to use Anchor. It's the best way to do it.
Charlie, kick us off.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the official podcast. We're joined by two gold RIAA certified record-selling artists, Andrew and myself. Jackson and Kai are here as well, and we're joined by special guest Michael Reeves, prodigy inventor of robots.
Shut the fuck up, Charlie. Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's nice to have you on here, man. Are you honored by Andrew and I's presence?
I am, yeah. I was kind of intimidated when you were saying all that shit. When I muted my mic, it was not to go find my glasses. It was to cower in fear in the corner of my office.
Yeah, off record, I was bragging to Michael about 2019 Guy becoming gold RIAA certified.
It's the first thing you said as soon as you entered the call. You started just talking about RIAA certifications and stuff.
I was so excited.
I'm sitting there trying to pretend I know what fucking RIAA means, trying to be excited for you.
It means you're in the presence of legends, good sir.
Yeah, I got that much from it, dude.
I don't even think fucking Billy Joel ever reached that level.
Really? Seriously? You remember the Beatles? They only got there once.
Because he couldn't be asked to do the paperwork like you did.
He doesn't give a shit about that. I'll be a good student. I'll submit my homework.
So, Michael...
Yo.
What's it like building robots? And by that I mean, why robots? What got you started into robots specifically?
It's kind of a long story. I was a software developer coming out of high school, and working my software developer job got like really fucking boring. Because it's, you know, you sit in front of a computer.
No, dude. I did software for 3 years. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No way.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah. I designed flight computers for private jets, and it sounds amazing.
Now he designs fuckbots.
Yeah. It
okay,
sounds
how does
amazing,
it feel
but
to
it
have
was
an upgrade on the official podcast?
No,
from Flight
it is. It sounds amazing when you talk about it. All software and robotics sound amazing, or not robotics. Software and design and engineering sounds amazing, but then people don't realize when you do it as a job, it becomes the most boring fucking thing in the world.
Oh, it really does.
Anything with a job there.
Really?
I feel like once anything becomes a job, that's like the definition of a job. Yeah. It's like it becomes boring and monotonous.
That's what I'm worried about with music. Like, we're already gold record certified with 2019 Guy. It might just get stale for us, Andrew.
Yeah, well, we just have to do better and better every time then. Bigger, better, more of me.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Michael. I just needed to once again reiterate that 2019 Guy is gold now.
I just wanted to fangirl out a bit about how much I'm relating you right now, but please continue your tale of your genesis.
Oh, no, I used to work in software, and it got very boring very fast. And I was also in college during that. So I would build, like, purposely force myself to do dumb shit on the side, like to keep myself interested in programming, because it was just getting stale when it's for work. So I would just build dumb shit, and then one day I was like, fuck it, let's film it, put it on the internet, and then now we're here. And that's the whole story. That's the whole thing.
It all led to the official podcast.
It did, yeah. To my magnum opus, being guest 137 on the official podcast.
How does it feel knowing this is your peak and it's literally all downhill from here?
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself after this, after we hit the stop record button.
Oh, perfect.
Do you have a robot designed for that to put a bullet in your brain?
That's his last invention.
Just swings around with a loaded gun.
I've made it so it registers my face, and when it sees how upset I am, it puts a fucking bullet in my
Only
brain.
my face, and then it clicks the upload button and records the shooting and uploads it to my channel.
clickbaits the shit out of it too. Yeah. You won't believe what happens after this podcast.
I designed a neural net to have the most clickbait thumbnail and title possible for my fucking lynching.
To make sure it didn't mistake me for someone else, I hooked it up to the cloud, and now it connects to my Facebook app and downloads all of my photos throughout history.
Yeah, Amazon AWS servers just process my face on like 100,000 teraflops of processing. Just
also, if the bot's in overclock mode, it'll stream it live to Twitch on an account it makes itself.
That's so fucking funny. Oh, I love getting.
Well, now you gotta do it.
That's
yeah.
So
now
awesome.
I got to do it. Yeah, after this comes out, I have to.
You heard it here first, folks. Michael Reeves' YouTube account is now ending.
Thanks to the official podcast.
That's not the only thing that's ending.
Yeah, we've killed a man.
Well, no, wait. Then he'll do the next step. He'll just unveil a bot that makes his videos for him and makes the other robots itself.
Ooh.
It'll never
you have
end.
no idea how much I get that fucking robot idea. Just build a robot that builds other robots, idiot. I hate that shit. It's so goddamn annoying. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah,
Jesus.
fuck you, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. No, I'm playing it.
Yeah, man, I shouldn't have asked that. That was insensitive.
That was insensitive. Honestly, I'll let it slide because you're a gold record label.
Can you recalibrate that suicide robot real quick? I'll send you some photos.
Yeah, I'll train it on your face and your face alone.
So genuinely, what's the most insane idea you've had for like a robot?
I don't have a lot that I don't do, as you could probably tell from the channel. There aren't I mean, like, at least, you know, I don't gate myself on, like, offensiveness. So, like, the one robot that I haven't built, because I was like, maybe that's a little too much, was the drone that kills babies.
Well, just Planned Parenthood. You could sell your idea to them.
The drone that kills babies. Yeah, that's.
Well, by babies you mean actual?
What's
like,
the problem?
Real living babies, or
well,
you
no,
mean, like, it performs abortions.
Oh well, no, it would like be a drone with a big metal spike that detects babies and then kills the babies. And
yeah, it's like some Dexter's Lab Mandark shit right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've been doing it for years. Yeah, I could give them that late stage shit. That 36 months abortion shit.
Have you guys seen the Amazon the blimps that send out all the little mini drones?
Oh yeah.
Imagine those with little baby killing clubs on them, just launching from this airship.
Yeah, Wolfenstein level.
Jesus, it sounds like
really.
a fucking
do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
future alternate 60s.
They have operating robots now, like that Da Vinci thing that performs operations, except, you know, your robots are slightly more slapshod, so you might just want to move to a country that has more lax laws on healthcare and try to sell your robots there. Where do people go to for cheap operations? Isn't it like Thailand or something?
Turkey, I imagine.
Yeah, they go to
Turkey, I believe.
Oh, he's done his homework.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
amputations on the streets.
It's Thailand, and I also think a lot of people go to South America for it as well. Certain countries down there.
Why South America?
It's
They
super
still
cheap.
had it. They still have.
I mean, you go to a
internet?
really ritzy, nice area, it's still going to be way cheaper than America.
Everywhere's cheaper
In
than
Venezuela, you
America.
pay most of your shit with RuneScape gold. I imagine that's
well,
probably
well Venezuela,
What's
you
the
pay most of
copay
your
on
stuff
your
in
RuneScape
suffering.
gold?
It's a fucking sad state of affairs over there, man. When the internet went out in Venezuela for like a day, the RuneScape economy plummeted. So did their
Really?
GDP. Yeah.
Oh my!
It's so closely tied together.
That's really fucked.
Yeah. Well, they
Surprisingly.
did. I think it's still out. I'm really not sure, but I know it crashed for a little bit because the RuneScape economy went down.
That's how Charlie measures his net worth.
Yeah, I put it up to the RuneScape gold. My net worth is worth 18 Venezuelan gold farmers.
Charlie, what is an RIA
Which Andrew
certified
loves.
gold song worth in RuneScape gold?
Immeasurable, Andrew. Our exposure dollars alone would crash it.
So Michael, the one thing I really want to know, looking over your stuff, your robots seem to dive deep into God, I hate using this word. Occasionally they touch on memes and meme culture, like forcing yourself to dab and Fortnite shit and the Elmo doll. Oh, love it, love it, love it. But my big question on it, my big question to you is, what's the biggest backlash you've gotten from it? What's the most that you've really seen someone disgusted with what you've made, or been like, what the fuck is this guy wasting his time on making meme robots? And like, what's the biggest reaction you've gotten to something?
I haven't gotten nearly as much backlash on that stuff as you might assume from watching it. Mostly it's maybe the dab video, and I think that one wasn't even the robot itself. It was like, do you remember I did like that dumbass Logan Paul meme intro where I pretended to be Logan Paul? I got a lot of like 14-year-olds in my comments saying like, oh, you're so cringy, I can't believe you're acting like a douche tuber. I'm like, all right, dude, it's not even related to the robot.
I'm surprised, because I remember you made the Trigger Me Elmo, where it would profile people, and I thought for sure you'd get a bunch of people like, oh, this is terrible, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
I did too. I had the idea for that before I even knew how to program or build robots or anything. I was just like fucking around with my friends, and in our friend group we were like, tickle me Elmo, not trigger me Elmo. That would be funny. Like, what if we made it so it could profile you on race? And I was like, oh, that would be funny. And then like 3 years later, I was able to build it, so I just fucking threw it up. And people didn't have...
Next thing you know, you saw it in stores. It said Target,
next,
everywhere.
Toys R Us, front shelves. Right next to RIA Certified Nice Guy. It was... Oh yeah, when are you getting your Kids Bob label on that?
Oh yeah, we definitely need some more like now that's what I call music shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you should see Kids Bop. For sure. Could get in on that.
Kids Bop is still going, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I know that's what I call music is still going. Didn't they recently celebrate like a big anniversary and everyone freaked out? I think it was episode 69 or something.
I'm not sure. When you and I went to, I think we went to Smoothie King, and they had Now That's What I Call Music on the shelves, because you and I had a conversation about it.
That's right.
What the fuck were they up to?
Is Kids Bop still going though? I thought Kids Bop stopped. I thought that ended.
Sure.
Huh.
Either way, 2019 guy should be on every compilation album.
Yeah. Michael, can you make us a robot?
What is Kids Bop? Is that just like is it like a compilation of top hits?
It's like kids singing a compilation of the season's top hits.
Holy shit!
And
really
kids
can't. That sounds awful.
Yeah, kids have no singing ability for the most part. So the way that they cover that is they just get a big group of kids. So it's like 30 of them singing at once. So they form just one like wall of sound.
It was amazing when Limp Bizkit was popular. So they had to cover like Nookie and Rollin' on Kids Bop.
Didn't they do Wake Me Up Inside?
As well? Yeah, that's the famous
that's the one that I always remember fondly. Even better than the original.
I didn't know Kids Bop was sung by kids when I was younger. I thought those were the original songs. So that's how I first discovered Limp Bizkit.
What the fuck do you think Kids Bop?
Next dude, RIA Certified Nice Guy. It was... Oh yeah, when are you getting your Kids Bop label on that?
Oh yeah, we definitely need some more like Now That's What I Call Music shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you should see Kids Bop. For sure. Could get in on that.
Meant then.
I didn't know.
Aren't all the hits on the like top charts right now about fucking bitches and shit?
Oh, they have to censor
Kids Bop has real hard times ahead of them.
Yeah, I imagine they changed the words. I they didn't just like bleep the words back in the day. I don't know if they still do this. They used to change the words. So like Eminem's song, like where it says it's about his wife, it'd be about like milk or something. They changed the words around.
They'd make it even worse, Charlie. Do you remember the song Purple Hills? Purple
Pills.
Yeah,
you showed me that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was digging through. There's all those of you out there who remember this song. Purple Pills is a song by D12 and Eminem, And it's a song about drugs, because it's like, I took a couple uppers and downed a couple downers. And they censor it to make it about, I've been so many places, I've seen so many faces. But the one that really gets to me, back then, censorship on the fucking radio was so strict. There's a line in the song where a guy says to one of the guys in D12, "You're crazy." And they had to censor that in the censored version. They weren't allowed to say "you're crazy" on the radio in the song. They changed it.
What'd they change it to?
"It's your baby."
Oh, what?
Yeah, yeah. It's like a guy's wife, and he's talking to him, and she goes, "You're crazy" in the original version, but in the censored version, she goes, "It's your baby." And I don't know how that's any better, based on the implications. It's weird, but they censored it. They did. They changed it. 90s radio used to be fucking crazy strict on what you could and couldn't say in songs.
Baby strict.
That's my tidbit. Yeah. Michael, you should make a robot that listens to music and replaces the words in it with, like, Kids Bop versions.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's
Dude,
not a bad
you
idea.
could definitely sell that to YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
I wanted to do
Absolutely.
one where
YouTubers, they're the same ones. They're doing that now. You say this happened how many years ago, Andrew, on radio?
That was like early 2000s, like 2002-ish, probably. Late,
yeah, and I'm
late
sure it was
90s.
even stricter before that. Well, don't some YouTubers now make the point that we shouldn't use the words insane and crazy?
Yeah.
It's ever getting more insane, the censorship they're willing to take up the ass just to
Don't
get
say
some
insane.
more AdSense.
Is that
You
YouTubers
could
saying
totally
that?
sell that.
Or is that YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
YouTube.
some
No,
people on the
YouTubers.
platform? Okay.
It's YouTube.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean, YouTube, they're the ones holding the leash. I get what you're saying, but you could definitely sell this software to either YouTube, who then could use it to automatically remove offensive words from people's videos and replace them with, like, dookies and poopy.
Oh, they've
Well,
never.
even that's probably offensive. You'd have to call it, like, mess and stuff. Icky.
Baby and baby.
Yeah.
Just replace everything with
Oopsie.
baby.
Everything with baby.
Oopsie, boom boom. All those.
Yeah.
Honestly, YouTube would not. They wouldn't put up the cash required for the processing power to replace video clips. They take the high road and just give you a channel strike, just like the good old days.
Yeah.
The classics.
The classic day. The good old days.
Throwbacks. Speaking of the classic good old days, I think it's a real strong thing in the culture of men to not treat injuries and health conditions. If you got a knee injury, a bad back, something else going on, guys will usually just rub dirt on it and say, it's fine. I'll just ice it. I'll sit down, whatever. Instead of actually
They
getting
don't
the
even
medical...
have robots to fix their problems.
Exactly.
Imagine that.
They grew up millennia throughout history just looking at horrible wounds and going, it'll be fine, I'll sleep it off. And the same thing will apply for erectile dysfunction. Men, studies show that 70% of men who experience ED don't even get it treated. They don't do anything about it. The hell is wrong with you? Thankfully, Roman has created an easy way to get checked out by a doctor and get treated online. Roman is a one-stop shop where you can chat with a licensed U.S. physician who can help treat ED and ship medication if needed right to your door. You can handle everything discreetly online, and all you have to do so is go to getroman.com/official, complete an online visit, chat with a doctor, and if the doctor decides that it would be safe for your health, they can ship you genuine medication right to your door in unmarked packaging. Go online, get checked out. For a free online visit, go to getroman.com/official. That's getroman.com/official. Free online visit. That's, Michael, what's the link?
Freeroman.com/official, was it?
Getroman.com/official. I'm going to have to dock
close.
you some points. You tried.
Yes.
You tried.
You forgot to send me the ad read.
And if you go
beforehand.
there now, Michael will build you a personalized robot
that
with
will
your name
fix,
etched
that
on
will
it. It'll
fix
feed you the
your
pill.
erectile dysfunction.
Yes.
We have to put
it'll
a
tickle your balls,
disclaimer.
give you the pill.
Disclaimer, the robot will not actually fix your erectile dysfunction. But...
You don't know that. It most
All right,
likely
look,
won't, but it
all
might.
right. Disclaimer, robot probably will not fix your erectile dysfunction. But if you do want
It's not related
treatments
to Roman health at all.
and health, go to romanhealth.com/official. Moving along.
Okay, well, we were speaking about the classics leading up to that. Michael, since you're an avid listener of the podcast, a man with fine taste, you should know that a big staple is talking about masturbation. Do you have any interesting stories with jerking off?
I've been racking my brain for the last 2 or 3 days, trying to remember any interesting masturbation stories. I've got none of them. I've been trying my damnedest. I know, yeah. Salmonella let you guys down too. Yeah.
Well, let's ask the obvious question. What
Sounds
robot?
like someone needs Roman.
Well, let's ask the obvious question. Which of your robots have you had sex with?
That's a good one.
You think I post a video without having sex with the robot first? Disgusting, man.
Yeah, there's no way you didn't try to at least build a hand job bot.
That's me the first thing I tried.
Absolutely.
But that'd be horrific. Unless I had like super soft hands.
Well, Jackson, they make sex toys like fleshlights. You could just put that on the end.
I just tweeted at Fleshlight. They literally were just reaching out to. They put a post up about like if any influencers wanted to work with Fleshlight. I hit them up in the comments, and I think it's the #1 comment, and I'm very excited to see what I can do with the Fleshlight sponsorship.
You're fucking welcome for that opportunity. I opened that door for YouTubers. I just got sent like 3 new fleshlights to make experiments with. You're welcome, all of YouTube. Not only am I gold record RIAA certified, but I also gave you fleshlights.
The Fleshlight King, the starter.
The King of the North.
I mentioned...
James should,
Go ahead, Kyle.
Famous actor James Ellen McCune should hit them up. He told us the story about how he used a foot massager and a fleshlight, I think, to jack off, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Although I think he wanted us to take it out because his mom was listening.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, James.
Hopefully she's
don't bring
listening.
it up again, then.
Totally. Yeah, we had to take that out. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This was during the podcast infancy. So I guess he was a little concerned that his mom was going to listen to it, and then
I'm pretty sure it was only because he didn't want his mum hearing about him masturbating with a foot massage.
What a wholesome reason to take.
That's James Allen McCune.
Who was it again?
Yeah. James Allen McCune.
Yeah, say it slower and very obvious. No, I love James. James is great. I've just recently met him. He's like
nice. He's a sweetheart, but I doubt his mom is still tuning in a year later.
Little do you know, she's an avid fan.
Yeah, she's on the top of your Patreon chart.
Yeah.
You guys keep saying avid. The word is avid, by the way.
I said avid.
I didn't say either.
Is it Charlie who always says advid?
No, I don't even use avid.
I might accidentally slip to advid sometimes. I don't know.
No, Charlie, you said it like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Bullshit. Oh, someone's going to have to rewind this tape because I did not use the word avid.
Yeah, rewind it. Prove it was actually me. I feel like it was me.
I'm pretty sure Andrew just owned up to it as well. I don't know why you're still saying it's me.
I feel like sometimes I do it.
No, it was you, Charlie. I'll put it on the soundboard next week and just throw it in your face.
Oh, bullshit. You're just going to take fucking the phonetic alphabet.
Not only did you say it, you don't even know what the word is. I'm gonna embarrass you so bad next week.
Oh yeah, is that so? I've been watching Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah. I'm already embarrassed.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up again because I just want to mention for everyone listening the sanctity and sanity of everyone listening. Charlie just now marathoning Game of Thrones is going to be making a lot of dated references. A lot of dated references. So if you hear things such as King of the North and White Walkers and of House or Clan blank, now you know. Now you've been filled in.
Well. That's a terrible time to call them dated, Andrew, when they just had a new season premiere yesterday.
Yeah, but he's doing the shit from like season 1 where he's like the King of the North. Like,
I've been using
and it's still the same shit. Seasons. Season 8. How do you think it starts? Oh, there he is, the King of the North.
The Starks are gone.
Whoa, no spoilers.
It's all the same shit. Nothing changes.
It's not the same shit at all.
Does that ever concern you, Charlie?
Yeah, it is.
That the media you're watching will like really, because you use references like a lot. Does that ever concern you that like the media you watch will completely affect your ability to make videos or just fucking talk?
No, my shit's timeless.
All right, it's an answer by a true King of the North, as you would say.
They call me the Ed Stark of YouTube.
Oh God,
Stark.
Yeah, see, he's referencing that. Not you're definitely season 1, my friend.
Season 1 memes, baby. Where's my Game of Thrones?
Yeah, and Stark and Ned still come up in season 8. I don't know why you're acting as if these are outdated that much.
That's good news.
Twitter, all of like 15 trending topics yesterday on Twitter were all Game of Thrones. If anything, this is the prime time for Charlie to make references to it.
It's almost like Charlie's motive for watching Game of Thrones is not just the fact he wants to watch it.
Yeah, it was Jackson's doing. He was like the Joffrey to my Lannister.
Wait, the Joffrey to your Lannister?
Well, oh, that's sweet. That's really nice.
That's a real good one. So
yeah,
he's your person. He's your person, the same person.
I don't understand.
He's my brother, I guess. I couldn't think of the helpers guys. It's Varys, Littlefinger, and
Tyrion or something. Do you mean the midget?
No, the old one.
Tyrion's a Lannister.
The old one.
Tyrion's a Lannister.
Pycelle, thank you.
Council.
Yeah,
his names are fucking hard.
They are.
Are you a Game of Thrones viewer, Michael?
I've watched the entirety of Game of Thrones through clips on YouTube.
Oh, bad lad.
Through like I've watched all like the fights.
Why would
Shut
you
the
do
fuck
that?
up. I've watched all the fight scenes and like all the important parts because I'm always like, I can't be fucked to like watch an entire series. I end up spending the exact same amount of time like watching clips over and over again on YouTube. So through the clips, I've built up like I'm pretty sure it's like 85% of the actual story. So I'm proxy excited for the new premiere of Game of Thrones.
It sounds like you're kind of just watching each scene at your own pace, kind of. Just swapping shit around whenever you feel like.
Michael doesn't watch episode by episode; he watches scene by scene.
I do, at my leisure, at completely out of order as well.
You miss out on all the titty
That's
scenes.
good
though.
enough.
No tits in your viewing. You're missing a crucial part.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that actually
so
a
much
crucial
just
part of
HBO
Game
as
of
a
Thrones?
tit quota.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Okay, see, I completely have missed that part. Probably not a story crucial section, but nonetheless.
There's a lot of story crucial sections.
With
There
titties.
was a baby that
tits
got
in 'em,
splattered the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, well, please don't spoil these
That's
things
a
for me,
spoiler.
Jackson.
I
Spoiler,
haven't
there's
found that
titties.
clip on
That,
YouTube
Charlie.
yet.
I'm almost on season 3. We have 2 episodes left to 2.
2 episodes. Are we gonna watch it after this recording?
Are you gonna be alive? You've been up for what, 72 hours of Game of Thrones?
Jackson, you've seen it
Jesus
before.
Christ.
You're this hype,
Yeah.
and you've seen it before. I'm impressed. I like it.
No, I've got to rewatch it for the moist meters.
We're doing them together.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
he's been really fucking troopering it along. Because the time differences.
Wake up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, my time. I've been watching it like beautiful times for me, like 10 a.m.
All right,
Meanwhile,
you know,
Yeah,
Jax-
how convenient.
You know what? Fine, Charlie. I see what this is. You and Jackson have Game of Thrones. You and Kaya have Riverdale. What are you and I gonna watch and shit on? Talk about?
we make music together.
All right, that's way better. You're right. Never mind.
We're gold record certified.
Yeah, we're
What
gold
about
record
you and
certified.
Michael though, Charlie?
Michael and I can have jerk off robots.
Thought that was a group thing.
If you bring fleshlights to the table, then I'll consider you part of my Knights of the Round.
That's not even Game of
Fucking King Arthur.
Isn't it?
No, that's King
it's
Arthur.
It's definitely somewhere else.
No, I mean, I know it's King Arthur, but doesn't every medieval show have a round
it's
table
not.
with
Well,
knights
they
on
do.
it?
What's the
I think
council
it's
in Game of Thrones?
Isn't it Kingsguard or some shit?
Maybe.
Kingsguard is a different.
There's
that's
a
not
there's a
Knights of the
table
Round
of old
Table, though.
people who piss each other off. El show. What's
That's
it
the
called?
small
Yeah, that's what
council.
Charlie was talking
Yeah,
about.
small
Yeah.
council.
That's the
Yeah,
whole
small
show.
council.
That's the whole show.
Yeah, it's
That's
the whole
only
show.
the show.
That's half the
It's
show.
nothing but that. That's the entirety of Game of Thrones. Is a bunch of cranky old assholes being cunts
That's
to
ju-
one another.
Yeah, it's
There's
half
young
of it.
people.
The other half is like questing, which is the actual good part. I will openly admit that I think a probably solid third of Game of Thrones is really boring, and then the 2/3 that were so good it makes up for it.
I've been
Yeah,
invested in
put
it.
it
I
in
think
clips.
it's good.
The characters carry it heavily.
Exactly. Like there's a third of parts where it's like this scene's going on too long. This is stupid. This isn't funny. But then the other 2/3, I'm like, oh, this is pretty fucking sweet. Okay, this is pretty good. Yeah.
Exactly. What a
I'm doing
perfect.
good
This
job.
isn't funny, it's not a comedy.
Clips on YouTube.
Well, there's comic moments in it. There's funny moments.
There's absolutely comic moments. More so in the later seasons now that they've divulged from the source material. They're making cock jokes everywhere.
Where's
it's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Where's Knight Kevin Hart? Where's Sir Kevin Hart?
I'm waiting for celebrity cameos.
I would love a celebrity cameo. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, let's just turn Game of Thrones into The Simpsons.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. For the final season, they just stopped giving a shit and put in all the dumb celebrity cameos. I'd love it.
It's me, Billie Eilish, the Knight of the Round.
Be careful. On the horizon, it's Sir Ruckus the Dwayne.
It's like, she has 2 dragons, but we have a Hulk.
Yeah.
Then they get sued into oblivion.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh,
the Thanos crossover there would be wild.
I would love that shit. I'd love if season 8 is just a big fuck you to everybody. They just stop caring. And then at the end credits of every episode, they put the books aren't finished. We didn't know what to do. That'd be amazing.
That's pretty much what it is.
Well, Jackson said Mr. R.R. Martin's senile, so I guess those books will never get done.
Sadly,
he's just slow as fuck. He takes forever to finish them.
He's getting up there. I think he's completely given up on it.
No, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any incentive to finish them. He's rich already. Yeah. Why would he? The show's done.
I mean, you got you got to remember
most old authors have like a
Kaya. You got to remember, believe it or not, people do things because they have fun and they like making things. It's not just for profit. Sometimes.
Also their legacy and such.
Yeah, it's like a lot of musicians, believe it or not, even if they sell millions of records, like Charlie and I will, they don't suddenly go, well, I'll never make music again. I've made millions of dollars. They keep doing it because it's fun.
Yeah, it's all about fun with Hollywood, especially in Hollywood.
He wasn't even, but he was writing them before they were a show. Your argument makes no sense.
That's true. Aren't all the books?
He was what?
He was writing the books well before they were a TV show.
Yeah, most of them were finished
to
in
get
the 90s.
rich. Selling good books makes you rich.
Yeah, but
see, J.K. Rowling.
Well, J.K. Rowling's a terrible example because she is genuinely like, what the fuck is that disease where your brain doesn't work anymore?
There are a lot of
it's the J.K. Rowling-itis.
Like some sort of dementia, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, she is kind of a
him should just team up. They could be a power couple.
They should actually too. Yeah.
I mean, because he clearly has better taste, but she's the one who likes writing more because she's all day on Twitter just calling people gay. So if they teamed up, he could feed her good ideas and she could finally finish his books.
As far as I know, he's still writing books. He's just making like singular books, like offshoots of Game of Thrones, like side series or whatever. He's not finishing the main series because he just doesn't know what to do.
I thought he did. I thought he did know the ending because he told the showrunners what the ending
knows
was.
The ending, but there's just so many fucking convoluted storylines within the books
what a dumbass.
that need to tie together nicely, and I feel that's hard to do when you're 80.
He's 70.
Just to piece them together.
I looked
whatever.
Up, yeah.
He's still got some life in him.
It really is fucking convoluted. There's 27 families, there's something, and then as if everything wasn't enough, they introduced time travel.
Ooh, don't spoil anything. I haven't reached that arc in Gurren Lagann Game of Thrones.
Well, for a 70 or 80-year-old man, he's definitely going to need some help. Do you guys think that if he can't even write, he could maybe, I don't know, order food?
Yeah, I think he can do that.
If he has the ability to order food, use his phone and place an order for food, he might want to try Postmates, because Postmates lets you get that nice breakfast burrito at 8 a.m. Maybe that sushi that you want at 9 p.m. Maybe even some wine at 4 p.m. Miss Rowling, if you're listening. Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, and whatever you can think of delivery service all year round. There are no more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. I like that. Postmates will deliver anything to you from any store in your area. You can download the app for iOS and Android for free and browse local restaurants, businesses, track your deliveries 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you what you want within the hour. It's anything you're craving, and Postmates can deliver it. They are the largest on-demand network in the known universe, with more than 25,000 partner merchants. For a limited time, Postmates is giving the listeners of this show $100
of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. That's a lot of money. Like, honestly, if you just order lunch for your friends, that's substantial. You can start your free deliveries and download the app right now and use the code OFFICIAL. That's code OFFICIAL for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you want, Postmates with the code OFFICIAL. I have a girlfriend named Juliana who works for Postmates, believe it or not. And I like their stuff. I've ordered from them a couple of times.